Yeah, people can sit there also. ಸೆವೆನ್ ಯಾವ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದಾರ ನೋಡಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಳಗ್ ಸರಿಸಿ, ಹುಡುಗಿರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೊಡಿಸಿ. ಈ ಕಡೆನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ, ಆ ಬೆಂಚ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಕುತ್ಕೋಬೋದು ನೋಡಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಹಾ, ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ. ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಂದ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Can you please? Bags you can keep it here in this bench, this empty bag, empty bench. Okay. I thought today's strength will be less. How come it is more? I am doubting now. I am seriously doubting. Why? Because suddenly everybody came to class. After the class, what? Because in your home you would have told, I will go to class and come. Extra class, huh? Otherwise, yesterday was Monday. For traffic, you did not come. Yesterday was Monday. Strength should have been more. Today is Tuesday. Why strength is more? But today, full active. Suddenly today only activeness, is it? Valentine's Day celebration, it's our personal thing. But today, it's a Pulwama attack day, Black Day. So certainly we have to remember those mortals who gave the life of theirs to safeguard us. Today is the day we have to take oath that we will not become one such insect in the society where people will pray for our death by going behind two things. I always tell this to every of my students. Two things will mislead you in your life, where people will pray for your death. Better this person dies, society will be happy. Two things. One is money. One more is religion. These two things should always be the least priority in your life. Rest everything is high priority. Rest everything is high priority. Two things you keep it very least priority in your life. One is money. One more is religion. For all the nonsense things that people do on this earth, these two things only are the reason. If you want, you can see. Either people would have got more ego because of money, or people's head will be filled with this damn religion and they would do all nonsense things that is available or that is happening in the earth. Never go behind these two things which will make society pray for your death. That kind of living, please don't live. As a student or as my students, I am telling you that. Any day in future, if someone tries to misguide you or tries to brainwash you by having these two things as index, money and religion, take your shoes and hit. They'll get lost. In that mode, you have to be always ready to hit. If someone is trying to misguide you or mislead you in the name of money or in the name of religion, hit in the shoes and hit. Because of their personal benefits, politicians may misguide you. So-called community leaders might misguide you. And people who have nothing in their brain, blindly believing something without believing the well-being of other human beings, they might misguide you. Be very careful. Especially these minds, who is the next generation of next India for that matter. You are next country. You have to be very, very strong. You have to live very harmoniously without discriminating yourself, either in the caste or creed or religion or money or color, whatever it is, region, whatever it is. Only then this country can become a great nation and can show the path to other countries as to how we have to live as a human. How we have to live as a human. So be very careful with respect to these two things, money and religion. Whenever I got time or whenever I get time, I'm not only telling you I'm not only giving you the knowledge that I acquired from my guru. I'm also warning you, or I'm also showing you the right path to live in the society so that you become a great personality. You become that personality where people will aspire to become like you one. What you have in your mind, each and every one of your minds now, I don't know, whatever is your past, whatever has influenced you, whoever has influenced you. Again, I'm telling you, if the influence is based on these two things, money and religion, one day, I'm warning you, people will pray for your death. They will tell, if you die, society will be happy, better die. That day should not come because you're my student. That day should never come. So whatever you have in your mind, the religion, caste, the creed, the discrimination, whatever it is, take it, bundle it, throw it in the back. Never have any kind of hatredness towards any human being for that matter. Any human being, especially with respect to these two things. What will happen if you go behind religion? What will happen if you go behind money? Today is the right day to understand and be or live in such a way that others will not encounter this type of situation in their lives because of you. Video I would show, the Pulwama attack video. If, say, our family people is in that situation, how it would have been? Our brother, our father, our mother, if we were there in that situation, what would have happened? Why those people are dead? What is the reason behind their family suffering today? Reason is only two things again. Money. One person in our army only have got sold himself, gave the information about the passage of vehicles, soldier vehicles. Otherwise, how come they know it? How come the attackers know it? One person from our end only would have got sold because of money. And others, why they have attacked? two things. Again, I'm telling you, money and religion will make you that worst person who will not even think of others' pain. It will not let you live like human. People will not pray for the death of the dog that is roaming on the street. If dog dies, people will tell, poor dog died. But say you become a wrong insect in the country, then people will tell that good that is dead. If you fall behind these two things, people will do it. So never go behind these two. I want every one of you to stand up and watch this as a tribute that we are paying to those brave hearts who have sacrificed their life for our safety. Watch it.
है मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 दर्द सहे, महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा, चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे। ओ वतना में मेरे वतना में तेरा मेरा प्यार निराला था, कुर्बान हुआ तेरी असमत पे मैं कितना नसीबों वाला था। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बनके।
भाई साहब का नाम मालूम? मिस्टर अटके। फोन ने फिर अटकाया, तभी इनने एक वरदान पाया। अब पकड़ी क्या रफ्तार सही, सुबह से हो गई रात पर थके नहीं। सारे टारगेट कर लिए क्रॉस और ऐसे बन गए बॉस के भी बिग बॉस। नया मोटो E13, अटके नहीं हटके।
हेलो मोटो।
अब जाके कहीं हमने सर पे ये केसरी रंग सजाया है मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 दर्द सहे, महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा, चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे। मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी, मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। सरसों से भरे खलियान मेरे, जहाँ झूम के भंगड़ा पा न सका। आबाद रहे वो गाँव मेरा, जहाँ लौट के वापस जा न सका। ओ वतना में मेरे वतना में, तेरा मेरा प्यार निराला था। कुर्बान हुआ तेरी असमत पे, मैं कितना नसीबों वाला था। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। ओ हीर मेरी तू हंसती रहे, तेरी आंख घड़ी भर नम ना हो। मैं मरता था जिस मुखड़े पे, कभी उसका उजाला कम ना हो। ओ माई मेरी क्या फिक्र तुझे, क्यों आंख से दरिया बहता है। तू कहती थी तेरा चांद हूँ मैं, और चांद हमेशा रहता है। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरी फसलों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू।
If you become useless to this country also, okay, but don't become unwanted insect. All the knowledge, whatever I have, 100% I'll give it to you. All the morals, whatever I've learned, whatever my parents have taught, whatever my upbringing have taught me, everything I'll give it to you in some or the other way. But in return, I'm not hesitated to use this word called as beg. I'm begging you to not become such person who will be harmful to the nation, whom will be harmful to others. This is what in return I am asking you today on the stage. If you are not useful to nation also, okay. Please don't be harmful to any other person for any reason that you are. Don't live the selfish life. Always think I'm doing this. From this, what others will suffer. This responsibility you should always have in your living every day. This responsibility you should have. Have the patriotism in your heart. Do whatever it takes to make this country a great nation. respect others, live a selfish life. That is how you have to live as a human. Will you promise me? Yes? Thank you very much. Please keep up your word. You're giving a word to a person who thinks because of students that he is alive. To that person, you are giving a word. Please, 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 I beg you, keep up that promise. Don't become harmful to the country. All said and done. 2 minutes, you take your time, we'll get back. Two-dimensional array is what we have started, correct? Two examples we have done. A very important example this is. Write a Java program. Write a Java program to create appropriate length and dimension array full stop, continue. Store the data into the array. Store the data into the array. Store the data into the array by taking the input from the user. By taking the input from the user. And display the contents of the array. And display the contents of the array onto the console. Onto the console. Onto the console. according to below given scenario. Onto the console according to below given scenario. This is the scenario now. You have to store the ages of students. Okay, sir, how many students are there? Many students are there arranged in different classes. I have few classes. 0th class, 1st class, 2nd class, 3rd class. And I have few students. In 0th class, I have 4 students. In 1st class, I have 2 students. In 2nd class, I have 3 students. In 3rd class, I have 5 students. Four, 2, 3, 5 students are there. You have to create an array, store the data into the array. Not only storing the data, display the contents of the array onto the console. Yeah. First of all, what type of array you will create? Type. Integer, string, integer array. Why integer only? Because age is an integer. Done. Next one. What dimension array you will create? Why 2 dimension? Because 2 entities are there. One is classes, one more is students. Create. What will be the length of first dimension? What will be the length of second dimension? Five. You are not a programmer. If at all you tell 5, I understood why are you telling 5. Why? Because maximum number of students that you have in a class is 5. So what you think of doing? You create an array like this 4. In 0, 5. In 1, 5. In 2, 5. In 3, 5. But utilize 4 here, utilize 2 here, utilize 3 here, utilize 5 here. Assume there are 100 classes. In 99 classes, you have one student. In 100th class, you have 1000 students. What will you do? Very simple, sir. Create one 2D array. 100, 1000. Or 100, 100. In every 99 class, 99, blocks you waste. In one class, utilize all 100. What programmer you are? I told you 2 things are very important for a programmer. One, time and space. What space utilization you are doing? You are simply wasting the space. You want to create array like this only. In 0th class, only 4 blocks should be there. In 1st class, only 2 blocks should be there. In 2nd class, only 3 should be there. In 3rd class, only 5 should be there. How many our students are there in each class? So many blocks of memory only should be allocated. How? Carefully watch it. You have copied this? Great. Okay. Logic I would certainly write. Logic I'll keep in the main method. Main method will keep in the class. So this is that class may be called scenario, we'll have public static void main, which would accept string of args as the parameter inside the main method. Inside the main method, scanner object has to be created. So here I would tell scanner scan equals to new scanner of system.in. Next, I want to create one array. 2D array I have to create, integer 2D array I have to create. So I would tell I need a new integer 2D array. First dimension length, what it is? Oh, great. Second dimension length, what it is? 5 we should not tell. If you tell 5, in every block of this 4, you will have 5 blocks. That is not what we want. Oh, correct, sir. Then what it should be? Leave it empty. Because it is not standardized. If it was standardized, in 4 classes are there, in every 4 class or in each of these 4 classes, you have 5 students. Then you could have written 5. At that time, if at all say you have written 5 like this, you have written off 5. Then a structure like this would be created. You have 4 blocks, 0, 1, 2, 3. In each of these 4, you will have 5 blocks. This is what you are asking for. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what you're asking for. Your 2-dimensional array is array of arrays. In the same pattern, I have written the diagram. This array's address will be here. Hence, he would be referring here. This is what would happen. Yes. And say supposing you give a name called as ARR. ARR would be referring to this array. So number of classes is 4. In each class, 5 students are there to store their marks. You would have created an array, but that is not the situation now. Number of students in the class is variable. It is not standard. It is variable. So don't give it. Give a name called as ARR. ARR is an array of integer. ARR is an array of. Oh, 2-dimensional array. I'm sorry. 2-dimensional array of it. Okay, sir. Next, what? You only tell me. In array of 0, how many blocks I need? 4 blocks. Means this is what I need. Correct? That is what you need. Tell that only. In array of 0, I need a new integer array of length. Tell that. Look, new integer array of 4, address, take it and give it to array of 0. That is what you told there. Similarly, in array of 1, what length array you need? 2 length array you need. Means this is what you need. This is what you need. So I would tell, create one new integer array of length 2. Give the address to array of 1. Correct. Create an integer array, maybe address 2000. Give that address to array of 1. Similarly, can you tell? new integer array of length 3, give it to array of 2. So 1, 2, 3, give it to array of 2. Maybe address 3000, it would come and sit here. It would start referring. Similarly, new integer array of 5, give it to array of 3. Maybe at the address 4000, this array got created. Give the address 4000 array of. If at all you have understood yesterday's definition, the 2D array is an array of arrays, this term should have not at all bothered you. Because I am creating arrays and I am giving it to ARR. It is an array of arrays. How much ever length you want, you are declaring. Sir, then yesterday also we could have told like that only, no, sir. New int of 5, new int of 5, new int of 5, new int of 5. That is what is the meaning if you will tell 5. That is what is the meaning. Here, if you will tell of 5, everywhere 5 length array would be created, that address would be given. But now, because that second one is not standardized, we are separately handling it like. Sir, what if we have 100 classes? Redundancy, no, sir. Redundancy is there. Very detail, it is not there. I have written redundant code to make you understand the concept. So now we have understood the concept, we'll eliminate the redundancy slowly. Certainly we'll eliminate it. But did you understand the concept of two-dimensional array? Now whatever you have created here, this array, whatever you have created, is certainly two-dimensional array, but it is two-dimensional jagged array. What array? Jagged array. Why, sir, jagged array? Have you seen the saw, wood cutting saw? Normally we address that saw ends as teeth of the saw. I'm very good in drawing, so maybe like this, whatever you have, you know. This one. Maybe like this, whatever you have. These are jaws. I'm sorry, teeth, and technically they are called as jags. Jags. Look at this. This is also the same way looking. Hence, it is jagged array. Jagged array. So, if at all data is not standard in a scenario, you have to create jagged array and proceed ahead. Array creation is over. Now we have to store the data. You have to tell me the for loop for it. You have to tell me. I will not write. Array creation is done. Tell me. For int I equals to 0. Let us hard code. Let us hard code. Numbers we will write. Okay. I less than or equals to 3. Starting from 0th class, go until 3rd class, I plus plus. In every class, start from j equals to 0th student. J less than or equals to? Tell me one number to write. Tell me son-in-law. Array son-in-law you tell. Why are you telling daughter's husband? Sir, array of daughter's husband we don't want. Son-in-law. Son-in-law you tell. You don't want son-in-law? You want daughter's husband only? That is what I told. A day will come. Even I will ask you, tell son-in-law, you will not tell sir, daughter's husband is good. What will you write now? Number, if I ask, what will you write? Will you write 4? No. Every time you cannot go until 4. Here you have to go until 3. Here you have to go until 1. Here you have to go until 2. Here you have to go until 4. It is dependent on the row. It is dependent on I. If I is 0 from 0 to 3, if I is 1 from 0 to 1, if I is 2 from 0 to 2, if I is 3 from 0 to 4, it is dependent on I. How many times you have to take the input and store here? It is dependent on I. So never write son-in-law, write daughter's husband. ARR dot length minus 1 I plus plus, dynamically j less than or equals to array of I dot length minus 1 j plus plus. It works properly. If I is 0, 0 less than or equals to 3, yes, come inside. J start from 0, 0 less than or equals to array of 0 dot length. What is array of 0 dot length? 4. 4 minus 1, 3. Is it 0 less than or equals to 3? Yes, come inside and take the int. If say I is 1, what is array of 1 dot length? 2 minus 1? Perfectly it works. Array of 2 dot length? 3 minus 1? Perfectly it works. Depending on the I value, this would be dynamically calculated and it will work. If I is 0, this would work 4 times. If I is 1, this would work 2 times. If I is 2, this will work 3 times. If I is 3, this will work 5 times. Anyway, here I just have to tell system dot out dot println enter age of student, class I, student J. Take the input, scan dot next int and store it in array of ij. This is the closing of the outer for, inner for, closing of the outer for. Have to print the array contents. Printing is also very, very simple. System dot out dot println array contents are for starting from 0th class, go until array dot length minus 1 class I plus plus. In every class, start from 0th student, go until array of I dot length minus 1 j plus plus. Every time system dot out dot print. What to print? Array of ij plus 1 space. Close the bracket, bring the cursor to next line, close the outer for loop, closing the main method, closing the class. That is how you have to create a 2-dimensional jagged array. That is how you have to take the input, and that is how you have to print the output onto the console. Same code is typed here. Share this screen. Yeah, look at it. Scroll above. Look at the array creation above. Yeah. Second dimension, we have left it empty here in the 9th line. Then we have separately added new int of 4. What is that for? 0, 1, 2, 3. For that only I am creating new arrays of the length and I am giving the address to it. If you will right click, run as Java application. Oh, still type in array of ij plus 1 space. Make it as system dot out dot print. After closing the for loop, print 1 system.out.println. Done. Save it. Right click, run as Java application. Class 0, student 0, maybe 20, 21, 22, 23. Wait. See, class 0, student 0, 1, 2, 3 over. Next. Class 1, if you see, array of I dot length, array of 0 dot length is 4, 4 minus 1, 3 over. Control will come out of inner for loop. I plus plus would happen, I will become 1. 0, the j will start from 0, will go until 1. Enter. Class 1, student 0. I would tell 20, 21. Now, array of I is array of 1. Array of 1 dot length is 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So 0, 1 over. J started from 0, went until 1. J will become 2. Loop will fail. Control will come out. I plus plus. I will become 2. Enter. Properly it works. 20, 21, 22. Next. Enter. 30. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All the classes over. Ith loop also will fail. Control will come out. Printing would start. Printing would end in a fraction of seconds. Enter. Program would end. However, we have stored the data. Same way we are printing the data. Yes. Copy the code as it is. Copied this. Really, call in ಇಲ್ಲ call in. Stay. New scenario, directly you have to type in the laptops. You have to store the heights of every player. What type of array you have to create? Float. What dimension? 2-dimension. Normal array or jagged array? Jagged array. Copy the scenario and try writing the code for it. Type ಮಾಡಿ program. Alter ಮಾಡಿ. I've completed the code. Okay. Instead of integer array, what should we have? Float. Done. That side also float array. Everywhere it is float. Double click on float. Wait, double click on float. Control C. Double click on int everywhere and control V. So 227 345 32. Array creation is over. Enter the height of game. Change the message properly, 24. Enter the height of game. I, player J. Game. Done. Scan.next float, store it in array of ij. Printing, no difference. Work is over. If I will right click, run as Java application. Maybe here I would tell 5.1, 5.2. Done. Enter. 10, 5.3, 5.4. Next it is player 2. Player 2, I'm sorry, game 2 has 7. So 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, 5.7. Done. From 0 to 6 over, so 3, 0 now. 5.1, 5.2, 5.3. You have not created array properly. Check array creation. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Huh? Done. Now quickly execute. Future. Done. From my side, I've completed the code. As usual, I'll paste the code in the doc also and in the chat box also. Paste the code in the chat doc. You can copy this. For today, we'll be stopping it here. Your programming class will continue. 1 hour of programming class you will have every day. After my class, immediately, without break. 1 hour or 45 minutes, depending on the topic that the trainer is taking. Tomorrow, as usual, at 11 o'clock, we'll again meet and we'll continue until then. Please do take care of yourselves. Please do take care of your families. Happy coding, keep smiling, and goodbye.
Audible? Very good morning, everyone. Very good afternoon. So, is it completed? Take 2 minutes time and complete quickly. Only 2 minutes. Complete it quickly. Fine. Stop talking. See here. Today, let's solve few more patterns. But before solving the patterns, I'll give you certain logics. Okay, some hint I will give. List down the hints whichever I'm giving, and then for whatever the expectation I'm telling, you have to design the pattern. Okay, first logic I'll tell, then you have to design the pattern for that. Okay, previous class we have designed certain patterns, right? So tell me the logic for that. Quickly let us list down that. For example, if we want to print, okay, if rows and columns, understand this. If you understood this, the rest of the 10 patterns, easily you can write the logic. Okay. So see here, if row is 1, then column should be 5 and row is 2. J loop should iterate 5 times. 3, J loop should iterate 5 times. When row is 5, J loop should iterate 5 times. When row is 5, J loop should iterate 5 times. Which for loop we have used for this? Which for loop we have used for this logic? See your notebook. I will write the J for loop for this. So quickly, J is equal to 1. J, what is the condition? Less than or equal to 5. J plus plus. And then here, we used to print the stars. Right? So for this pattern, this is the logic. Understood? So next, we have understood that, for example, if we have row and column, Okay, row and columns. So here, if row is 1, J should iterate once. Row is 2, J should iterate 2 times. 3, here 3. And when row is 4, J should iterate 4 times. When row is 5, J should iterate 5 times. For this, what kind of logic we have written? See your notebook. Which for loop we have used for this? For int J is equal to 1, J less than or equal to I. Very good. So J plus plus, right? For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern, this is the for loop. In the last class, if you have absent, then understand the logic. Go watch the previous recording and understand the logic. Already we have solved the patterns for this, okay? So now, for example, one more logic we have written, that is, if row is equal to rows and columns, okay? For example, if row is 1, J should iterate 5 times. Row is 2, should iterate 4 times. Row is 3, J should iterate 3 times. Row is 4, J should iterate 2 times. And when row is 5, J should iterate once. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern. What is the for loop? Which for loop? I have given 2 logics. In that one logic I will use, that is for J int J is equal to 5. Very good. J greater than or equal to I. J minus minus. Very good. So this is the for loop, right? If you know these for loops properly, next 5 patterns or 5 to 6 patterns, maybe 10 patterns, you can easily write the code. Okay. So as an hint, just to copy down this, because while going to interview, at least try to see the logics and go to the interview. Okay. Write down this quickly. Be quick. Only 2 minutes time. As a note in the notebook, in the programming notebook, as a note, write down this. Didn't understand? Previous class, whoever were absent for the previous class, who all were absent for previous class? If you have not understood this logic, after the class, you can come and meet me. I will explain you. Okay. So last bench. Programming is important, and without cracking programming route, you can't crack any interview. Be serious. If you understood this much, using this logic, next pattern, logic you guys only have to build. And after pattern programs based on array, few programs we have to solve, which is important for the freshers to crack the interview. Next, based on strings, few programs, and so on. Okay. Copied? Be quick. Online students, any doubts? See, this is the logic already we have discussed in the previous class, online students. Just I have given one brief of that. That's it. Okay. So I'll erase this. Okay. See the expectation now. I'll just write here. Okay. So see the expectation now. Try to build the logic for that. Expectation is first, in the first row, you have to print 5 stars followed with $5. Okay. And the second row, 5 stars with $5. And then again 5 star and $5 you have to print in the third row. Take the cursor to the next line. 5 stars you have to print in the same line followed with $5. Take the cursor to the next line. 5 stars, $5 you have to print. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many rows? How many rows? 5 rows. You know how to build the logic for iterating 5 times? One for loop which should iterate for 5 times. For loop will never change for rows. But when it comes to columns, I'll give the logic. Please don't use your mobile phones. Okay. So just 1 hour, spend the time properly because you're doing it for your life. Okay, not for me or for your friends or anything, for your family and you. Be serious and understand the concept. So here, see this one idea I will be giving here. You know how to print the rows. Okay, how many rows has to be printed? 5 rows. So I'll just tell it as when row is 1, let us consider this as 2 different things you are printing. Right? You're printing star as well as you are printing dollar. Okay. So what we can do is, for this row, let us make use of J for loop, which prints 5 stars. Okay. And for printing this dollar, let us make use of K loop. Understanding? But J loop should iterate 5 times when row is 1, J also. So I'll just consider columns. In column, J should iterate when row is 1, J should iterate 5 times. Understand? And also K should iterate how many times? 5 times. Very good. So K also should iterate 5 times. Okay, why? Because 5 stars we are $5 we are printing. Clear? In the second row, what should happen? J should iterate 5 times. K should iterate 5 times. Understand the logic like this, okay? So J should iterate 5 times, K should iterate 5 times. In the third row also, J should iterate 5 times, K should iterate 5 times. In the fourth and fifth row also, the same thing you have to apply, okay? Same thing only we have to do. Now, you know how to write the pattern for printing 5 stars? Yes, for loop you know, right? Just now I have given the logic. So what you guys do is, create one row and inside the row, you have to create 2 different loops. Inside a single row, 2 different loops. One loop for printing J, 5 times it should iterate. One more loop for printing K. Okay, this is the hint. Try it. First try it, then I will give you the logic. Understood, right? What I have told? One loop you created for loop. For printing iterating row. Inside the row, 2 more loops. One loop for printing J, one loop for printing K. Try it. Don't write. Try it in the laptop. When row is 1, J should iterate 5 times, K also should iterate 5 times. When row is 2, J should iterate 5, K should also iterate 5 times. For 5 iteration, I have given you the logic. See that logic. Quickly write the logic and raise your hands. Like whoever is completed, done. If you're copy pasting, doing some changes also, no problem. Very good. Done. Got the logic? This pattern you have printed? Girls. And one more hint here. When in a single row, 2 different things which you are printing, 2 loops you have to use inside a I loop. Done? Good. Others? Completed? Good. Got the same pattern? What about last bench? White shirt. Completed. That's why I'm telling you, don't miss the classes. Because engineering 4 years, nicely you guys enjoyed. Everyone would have been enjoyed that time. But this is the right time to do right things. Do it properly. Every minute is important now. See here? Done? Good. See this? I'll create one loop for I. Okay? So here I'll just directly write the logic. Class, public static void main, everything you have to write it in your laptop. So here for 5 rows I have to use. So int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. This will take care of rows. Okay, this will take care of rows. In every row, we know that J should be there, K should be there. Okay, J is for printing stars, K is for printing dollar. So what I will do here is 2 loops I will create. Int J is equal to, now you should be very careful. The pattern is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 stars it is printing. So 5, 5, 5 times it should iterate. What is the logic for that? J is equal to 1. J less than or equal to 5. J plus plus. Okay. And inside the J loop, I will print star. So system dot out dot print. Should I use print or println? Print. Very good. So inside this, I will print star. So this will take care of printing stars in the row. Now one more loop we have to use for printing what? Dollar. So I will make use of one more loop for int K is equal to 1, K less than or equal to what I should write? 5, because 5 the dollars it has to print. Then K plus plus. And here I will just tell it as system dot out dot print. What we have to use? Dollar. So I'll print dollar here, semicolon. And next what I should do here? In the first row, 5 stars will be printed, $5 will be printed. After that, I should take my cursor to the next slide. So I should write system dot out dot print ln. Very good. And nothing I should print in that. And this is the closing of my I for loop. Okay. How many of you have written the same logic? Good. Whoever has not understood, just ask. Don't leave the class without understanding programming. I'm telling you. If it is a small doubt also, just ask. So that is what I told you. This is some hint you can remember. When you have two things to print, two different loops you have to use. For example, here only I will continue. I want to print at the rate. So what will you do? One more loop you will use inside this I, some X or Z, any loop you will use and design the pattern for that. Okay, fine. Copy this in your notebook. Quick. Now the next pattern is similar to this only. Some changes I will do and I will give you. I want to see how many of you can solve that. Understanding, right? Understood? Completed? Yes. Shall we move on to the next pattern? Yes or no? How many of you are telling no? Tell it loudly. Write it quickly. And in the programming class, we'll be solving the question of from Hacker Rank, Hacker Earth also. Okay. Are you aware of that platform? Coding platforms? If no, then I'll tell you what is that. In every IT interviews, from that platform only you will be getting the coding question. One or two questions they will give for you to solve from that platform. Okay. So if you solve, then coding round is completed. So that type of programs also I'll be solving in the programming class. Fine. See here. The next pattern is in a single, every row, 5 stars. There is no doubt in that. And then while printing dollars, I want to print like this, that in a first row after 5 stars, I want to print $1. After 5 stars, $2. After 5 stars, $3. And here in the 4th row, $4. And in the 5th row, $5. Write the code for this. Quick. And I'll call someone on the stage. You have to write the code. Done? Very good. How many of you done? Raise your hands. So here, what is the pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only K will change. Quickly, changes. Create one class, copy paste the previous code. There only you can do the changes. Done? Good. Girls, first bench, done? Got the logic now? Done? Good. Same pattern you are getting? One square pattern and one triangle pattern. Right angle triangle pattern. It is something like this. This shape. Got it? Who will solve this? Only changes you have to make here. Who can do it? Who can do it? Will you do? Come. Come on stage. Quick, quick. Only 1 hour is given for programming every day. So maximum programs we have to cover. Do the changes here itself. See, only one small change you have to make. That K will change. Very good. Claps. Okay. So here, every row, 5 times J will iterate. So we have to make use of this loop. Okay. And K is changing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern, what is the condition you have to write? K is equal to 1, K is less than equal to I. I'll execute and show you this program. Quickly write down this. So I'll share the screen. Already that previous program I have typed. You can see the output directly here. Okay. So this one for the previous pattern. And one small changes in the K loop. Here I have used J itself. I'll change it to K. Okay. So one small changes, that is instead of 5, I should make it as I for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Okay. I'll execute this. Okay, I have not closed the for loop here. So we have got the proper pattern. Okay, clear with this pattern? Fine. So next question is, copy it quickly, be quick. In IBM, Infosys, Drives and all, for one question, they will give 1 minute time. One question you should solve in 1 minute. Okay, so be fast in typing as well as writing. After that, that question will be logged. You can't do anything with that question if you know also. So analyzing part, writing the code, building the logic, everything is important. Huh? Copied, right? Done, everyone. Next pattern. Who is that? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Quick. Okay, see here. Next pattern is small changes. That is every row, 5 stars. And then we have to print $5 in the first row, $4 in the second row, $3 in the third row, 2 and 1. Quick answer. Done? Good. Three of you done this. If you're initially, if you're slow also, don't worry about it. Try to get the logic. If you are facing any difficulties, you can meet me anytime. Trainers are there, you can discuss with them also. Done? Good. Raise your hands. How many of you have completed this task? Pattern. See the pattern. Done. Got the output. Do it. Done. Who will write the logic for this? Boys. After so many traffics, if you come, there is no enough time. Who will come? Who will write the logic? Next. Girls, did you get the logic? Got the logic for this? What have you done? This is 5 into 5. That is once row in the first iteration. J should iterate 5 times. 5, 5, 5, 5. You should iterate. Here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Already I have given the logic for that. Got the output? Very good. Claps. So we have to make use of the for loop, which will print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern. So for that, that previously whichever you have told, right? Last class. Tell that. I will write that. K is equal to I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. This logic also will work. Previously, in the previous class, we have written this logic. Okay. So I will rewrite the logic for whichever the logic I have given. So int K is equal to 5, K greater than or equal to I, K minus minus. This logic also will work. Another 5. K starts from 1. I equal to 5. That see one more logic. Your friend has given one more logic. That logic also will work for this pattern. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern. The logic is K is equal to I. K is lesser than or equal to 5. K plus plus. This is the logic, right? This logic also you will get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern. Okay. For example, see here, programmers, see here. If I tell 10, what will be the pattern it will print? K is equal to I. K is less than equal to 10. You have laptop, right? Means from where it will print? From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it will print, or see, I have made one changes here. This, how it will print, I'm asking. How many dollars it will print? 10 to 5 or 10 to 1? K is I starts from 1. 10 to 6. See, how many dollars in a first row it will print? $10? Less than or equal to? Starts from 10. Starts from 1. Starts from 1. Because K is equal to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Less than or equal to 10, 9, 11. Okay. So understand the loops properly. Some changes you should be able to tackle. Okay. So now write down the logic, proper logic for this pattern. It's all about the loops. How many times it will iterate. That many times, that inside the task, whatever you have given, that will happen. Okay. So I'll share the screen. Here, k is equal to 5. K greater than equal to I. K minus minus. Okay. I'll execute. You got the expected pattern. Okay. For the same thing, we have given 3 different logics. Either of the logics you remember and you can do it. Okay. Copy this quickly. Be quick. Okay. Next pattern, you would have guessed what would be the pattern. But see here, 2 types of things we have to print here. So first, I want you guys to print space. Space, nothing you have to print. Okay, space you have to print. First row, 5 space, followed with 1 star. Next, 4 space, followed with 2 stars. 3 space, followed with 3 stars. And 2 space, followed with 4 stars. 1 space, followed with 5 stars. Quickly do the, write the logic for this. The logic something, it will be like J loop. It will work like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And K loop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. See this? Build the logic. Done? Good. Which day is today? Black day. Which day is today? Huh? Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Okay. So until you get placed, today is Tuesday. There is no change in the calendar, time, anything. Legends will understand what I'm speaking. Others, do it. How many of you got the logic for this? Only few girls. Five, four, three, two, one. One loop create for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One loop you create it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. See here. This, if you see, you will easily understand. J loop should be in this pattern. K loop should be in this pattern. See that hint. Today's class, first discussion, I have given one hint, right? See that. Done. Done. Yes or no? Yes. Done. Online students? Completed? Okay. Who will come and do the changes in the board? He will come. Quick. Last bench students, are you understanding? For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern, what is the loop you will construct? Just now we have constructed, right? J is equal to 5, greater than equal to I, J minus minus. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern, J is equal to, K is equal to what? K less than or equal to I, K plus plus. Huh. You can believe your friend. Space means don't print anything. If you are printing space, space is also a character. You know, right? Space is also a character. So don't print anything. Double quotes, one space you leave. That's all. See here, I'll just write the logic. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern, we have to write int J is equal to 5, J less than or equal to I, J minus minus. Okay. Yeah, J is greater than equal to I and J minus minus. And you have to print space. So don't print anything. Double quotes you write and leave it as it is. It means space. Next loop is K is equal to 1, K less than equal to I, K plus plus. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Okay. So I'll just execute this. See, one small changes I will do here. This loop I'll use here. And here 1 less than or equal to I. Sorry, yeah. And I plus plus. Space we have to print, so I'll not print anything. Okay, space. I'll not print anything. And if I execute, you can see the pattern, how it is displaying. Star I have to print, right? Star or dollar? Star. Okay, I'll just change it to star. In monitor, you will not get this like a space I have told. Okay, for you to understand, I have written dash, but in output space you have to print. Okay, here. Last row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. It is little bit this side, but understand and write. See, it will be like this. First 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars. See the shape now? It is also a triangle, but it is in different, left side. Fine. See this? One more pattern which is different. Now this time we are not going to print any star, dollar or anything. Every shape, mix and match you have understood. But now you have to print first in the first row, 1. In the second row, 2 you have to print. Third row, 3 you have to print. Fourth row, 4 you have to print. And 5 is what you have to print in the fifth row. Okay. Now tell me one logic I want you to tell. For this, how many for loops you will use inside I loop? 1 or 2? 1. Why? Because only one pattern you are printing. There is nothing like one more different pattern you are printing. Okay, one pattern you are printing. So this time you can make use of only J loop. Okay, and one more thing here is every row, how many columns you are printing? 5. So you can just change this to every row 5, 5, 5 patterns you want to print. But while printing, you should be very careful. System dot out dot print, you will put star, right? This time, you should be very careful and you should print this one. Okay, try. Okay. You, what I. So this time, we don't want this K loop because only one pattern we are printing here. What will you print? See in the 2 different loops, which value you can use, which variable value you can use, so that in the first row, it will be 1. In the second row, it will be 2. In the third row, it will be 3. Huh? Everyone get your laptops to the class. It is very important. But it can stay for how many of you don't have laptop? Not in class. You don't have laptop. Everyone have laptop, right? please get your laptop and you have to practice. As I told, in the in the coding round, 1 minute they will give for solving technical aptitude question. Okay, make sure your practicing and analyzing skills should be improved. So here, 555 times it has to print. So easily we can write the logic for that. Loop wise, no problem. Okay. So you know that easily you can construct the loop or in j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to 5, j plus plus. Okay. But while printing, you should be very careful. System dot out dot print. What will you print here? Print the value of I. Why I am telling I is because see here, see the row. Initially int I is equal to 1 we have told, right? So in the first row, I value will be 1 itself. In the next iteration, I value will be incremented. Right? In the next iteration, I value will be incremented, and in the memory, I value will become 2. That time what you want to tell? Print the value of I. Every iteration, print the value of I. Okay? So I'll just tell me, should I tell it in the double quotes? Should I use double quotes and tell I? If I tell like this, what will happen? I will be printed. Very good. So I will just tell it as print the value of I. So just I you have to tell. Okay, just I. And then take the cursor to the next slide. System dot out dot print ln. Okay, close the I loop. Clear? Clear, everyone? So if you want this pattern, print I. I'll just execute this. See the output? See the output? Same code only I have written. I have just made use of I value to be printed. Copy this quickly. Copy this quickly. One more simple changes pattern we have to see. After that, one assignment I'll be giving you. That assignment I want you guys to solve. And one more information. See here, everyone don't talk. Every day I used to post, yesterday also I have posted 5 code snippet questions in the classroom. Okay. From A2 batch, only 36 students have turned it. From A1 batch, some 100 odd students have been turned in. Okay. Make sure you're seeing your Slack group daily. You're seeing your classrooms daily. Whatever the assignments we are giving, try to solve it. Okay. If you have any doubts in that questions, directly come to me and you can ask me. Okay. That code I have given you to analyze. I told you, right? 2 things you should be very clear. One is analyzing the code. One is building logic. Okay. Either of the things, if you are good, you can become a programmer. In a company also, no one will build the logic from the scratch. Already some logic will be there. Analyze, do the changes, add it. Okay. So analyze that code snippets daily. 5 questions I'll be posting. Submit the form. Okay. It will be in the Google form. Submit it. I'll just show you that. Every day I'll be posting this. So 1 day time, only 5 questions. You should solve that. And then and there itself, you will get the score. How much did you score there? Okay. So see here, you have to write the email ID, your KodNest ID, and you have to write your name, solve the codes. Yes. If you mark as done, you will get that email report for your email. How come? Without submitting, how will you get? Huh? Huh? Let me check that. Okay. Wait. Class is not over. One more small changes. If I want to print this pattern, quickly tell me the changes, what I have to do. So I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again in the fourth row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. What I have to print? Last bench. I have to print the value of J. Okay, see here. In the first iteration, J value will be 1. Again, increment J value will be 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, when I is 2, J will start from 1. 5 times it will iterate and it will print the value. Understanding, right? So one small changes that I have to make here is, I have to make use of J. I want to print the value of J. Understood? Okay. So quickly copy down this. And I'll give you one assignment. I want you guys to do it for the next class. If you have completed that assignment, you can directly send me the code in the Slack group. Okay? So my file name is Kavya, and in brackets I have written trainer. Don't send it to Kavya Srinivas, send it to me. Okay, programming assignments. So the assignment is see here, this is the pattern I want. Four stars. Okay, this pattern I required. So try to write the logic for that. See there, how many rows are there? How many rows? 10 rows are there. Okay, how many different patterns? 2 different patterns. So try the logic. Some trial and error if you do in the code, you can get this. But already you know the logic to build this pattern. Clear? So this is the assignment. Try to solve this. Whoever was absent in the last class, please go and watch the recorded video. And if you have any doubts, you can come back to me. Fine then, I'll hold the session for today. Tomorrow, you'll be having programming class, and with different patterns, let us meet. And finally, these patterns will get over by this week. Then we'll be starting with the array concept. Okay, complete programs related to array will be solving. Clear? Any doubts? You can stay back or you can leave the session. And take care. Happy coding. Scan the attendance, then you can leave the session. First, scan the attendance.